Good afternoon, everyone. It's Monday, August the 7th, 2023. Just want to take this time out to make a quick video. Hope you guys enjoying this day. A little rainy outside, rainy outside today, but it's supposed to rain a little bit later on, but hopefully you all can make it. Just want to take some time out just to, keep things in perspective and just to inform you guys. So I just read an article that about 57% of Americans have less than $1,000 in their savings total, checking and savings account. 57%. It might be a little bit more than that, but just for this video, let's just say, let's just say 60%. So for 6 out of every 10 people that you walk by every day, 60 out of 100 people that you walk by every day. And remember, numbers don't lie. 60 of them have less than $1,000 in their savings account, checkings, and total assets. So we cannot be fooled or disillusioned by social media. People living false lives, thinking they have what they really don't, because we all know numbers may get distorted, but ultimately numbers don't lie. That's over 60% of Americans do not have $1,000 plus in their checking and savings account, which is a big problem. Because as you can see, we love to be entertained. There's nothing wrong with having a good time, enjoying the fruits of your labor, and just enjoying life, which is important. To get some sun, go to the beach. It's important to do that. I love the summertime, so I like to be active. I've done a few things over the summer. I've done quite a few things in the summer. The summer's still here, but you have to keep things in perspective. Barbie did over $1 billion in sales. $1 billion in sales. Most Americans do not have the capacity, economic capacity to go to the movies. We know this, whether people tell you or not, this is the God's honest truth. But Barbie did $1 billion plus in sales. I just read a report. Unbelievable. Now we can probably get into what the Barbie movie resonates and how it resonates in today's society and what it stands for. That's a whole entire different conversation. But the point of the matter is that most Americans cannot afford to do these things, but they're doing it anyway. Because the media and economics and capitalism promotes consumerism. Consumerism is promoted. It's promoted heavily to get you to spend, buy, spend, buy. So, when I saw that, it just blew my mind. Over $1 billion in ticket sales. But meanwhile, most Americans are 2 or 3 paychecks away from a disaster. It's mind-boggling. We are so programmed and conditioned in society to think a certain way, to breathe, eat a certain way, to breathe a certain way. I know I'm being facetious, but whatever. To dress a certain way, to act a certain way. We are just programmed and conditioned to think a certain way, and it's like, if you don't get it by now that the government is not coming to save you, nobody's coming to save you. Most local churches, unfortunately, are not coming to save you, and you have to get away from the system as much as possible. It's to the point now, it's along the lines of taking a shower. You must get away from the system as much as possible. Yes, you have to pay your bills. Yes, you have to have money in some kind of bank account, for everyday, monthly, weekly, yearly living expenses. But the more you're in the system, the more you subscribe to the system, the more you're going to get eaten alive. And unfortunately, a lot of people, don't agree with that or don't believe it. or in denial or delusion. Any of those combination of what I just said. So, for anybody that's looking for ways to put their assets and their money aside from this corrupt system, I'm going to share my information on the bottom. It's just important just to keep things in perspective. Most people are in zombie land. Most people are in denial. Most people don't have a clue. Most people are gonna do what they want to do, and they're gonna subscribe to the system and whatever the system allows you to think. But just to keep things in perspective. So for those that are actually doing the do, just remember, things are not always the way it seems. We go on social media, we see certain things, but almost 60%, it might be more than that, but I'll just say 60% of Americans do not have less than $1,000 in total assets, savings, and checking accounts. You best to believe it. The number's probably higher. I mean, this country is 30-something trillion in debt. The student loan debt is over $1 trillion. Most politicians don't care about you. They can care less about your well-being. They're lying on television. They're lying to the media. They're lying to the consumers that they're going to help you, and they're really not. So it's time to take action, study, read, and help. Be serious, and also help those. Because there's certain people I refuse to help because they're in la la land, they're in their own world, and they just don't get it for whatever reason. So for those that want to be helped, you help them. But I would say don't exhaust your energy on those who just choose not to take heed to what's going on. Just pray for them and just move on. But it's very important when you see $1 billion in ticket sales of Barbie, and then you see the stat that I just gave you guys. It just shows you where we're at in society as far as priorities are concerned. So on that note, everybody have a good day. Enjoy your Monday. I'll share my links below. Just be mindful of what's going in and what's coming out. Just be aware of what's going on, man. It's only gonna get worse. But for those that are protecting themselves and protecting their families and thinking long term, you'll be okay. We're gonna be okay. So on that note, peace, and I'll see you soon.